I still owe you the English version of the Entrelac technique in rows without turning your work. Now here I cast it on 20 stitches for 4 triangles with 5 stitches each, and I'm working a wrong side row of purl stitches and no edge stitches at all. Maybe you remember that I already showed you the Entrelac technique in rounds with our advent calendar, and here is the same technique but worked in rows. There's a little speciality. For working without turning your work, we knit in the reverse direction. So we knit 1 stitch. Usually we would turn our work now and purl this stitch on the wrong side. We avoid this by putting your needle into the back, your left needle into the back loop of this first stitch, putting your working thread around the needle and slipping the stitch to the left needle. Now we knit 2 stitches, the first one through the back loop and a second one, and we work those 2 stitches in reverse direction. Needle into the back loop of the stitch, working thread around, and pass over the stitch that's knitting from left to right. Now knit 2 stitches through the back loop and a 3rd stitch, and work those 3 stitches from left to right. Needle through back loop, working thread around the needle and slip it to the other needle, and work those stitches are on your needle switch, so you work those reverse stitches always through the back loop, and knit a 4th stitch and knit those 4 stitches in reverse direction. This needs a little exercise, but you will see it's not too difficult. And now knit 5 stitches, 4 of them through the back loop, and now we have accomplished the first triangle, and we continue with the second one, same way. Knit 1 stitch, knit it in reverse direction from left to right. Knit 2 stitches, knit those stitches from left to right. Knit 3 stitches from right to left, and knit those from left to right. 1, 2, 3. Knit 4 stitches from right to left, knit those backwards, and knit 5 stitches. Second triangle finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, we worked triangles with a slant to the left, but I will show you this later. Now a little fast forward for the last 2 triangles. We are working 4 triangles with 5 stitches each, and without turning our work. You will notice that those stitches you work backwards lay on your needle switched, and that's why you work them through the back loop when you are knitting from right to left. So that was our first set of triangles, but I will put those stitches on separate needles, every triangle on a separate needle. You don't do this. I just want to demonstrate you what we actually did now. So just watch. Just for demonstration purpose. You don't need to do this. So this is fast forward again. Okay, so you see we have actually 4 triangles with a slant to the left. So if we would continue now with the next set of elements. So I'm putting the stitches back to one needle. So we would have a triangle gap on the left side. So the specialty when working Entrelac in rows is that we have to work some sort of equalizer triangle on the sides. And here's how we do it. We start working from left to right, and we want to double the first stitch, or actually we make one. So I'm searching for a loop to put on the right needle. No, so where is that extra loop? Here is that extra loop. So we make one. We pick up a loop and knit this from left to right. So we doubled the first stitch. Now we knit those 2 stitches from right to left, the normal direction. And now we continue like that. We double the first stitch. So first you knit the first stitch, and then you make one by picking up a loop to the right needle and knitting it from left to right. And the next stitch is knitted together with the first stitch of the next triangle. So now we knit those 3 stitches from right to left. Now again, make one after the first stitch. Knit first stitch from left to right, make one by picking up a loop and knit it from left to right, knit the next one and knit together the next one with the first stitch of the next triangle. And knit those 4 stitches from right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, no, twice again. Knit the first one from left to right, make one, knit it from left to right, knit 2, and knit together the third one with the first stitch of the next triangle. And knit those 5 stitches from right to left. One last time. Knit the first one from left to right, make one, and knit it from left to right, knit 4, no, knit 3, and knit the next one together with the last one of the next triangle. So this equalizing triangle is done at the side. It's a half stripe, so to say, and with a slant from left to right. And now the standard stripes to continue with. And now you pick up 5 stitches out of the slant. As I'm terrible with my left hand, I will use a hook for help. No, I don't need to try it. Better make it with a hook. So, and now pick up 5 stitches of the edge of this slant and try to divide them equally, avoiding holes. Just put them on the left needle. 3. Try to put the 5th one. So this is the 4th stitch, and the 5th one should reside really in the corner between the 2 triangles. Now you continue by knitting those 5 stitches from right to left. Nothing special here. Just after picking up the stitches, knit those 5 stitches. Yes, there's something special. I'm knitting them through the back loop because it makes those picked up stitches more tight. And now from left to right, knit 4, and knit together the 5th one with the first one with the first stitch of the next triangle. Knitting together is easy, just pick up 2 stitches with the left needle. And now knit 5 stitches from right to left, 3, 4, 5, and again from left to right, but knitting together the 5th stitch with the first stitch of the next triangle. And again 5 stitches from right to left, knit stitches. So you see there is no turn of work and there is no purl stitches. So I find it much more comfy than the standard technique. So 5 stitches from left to right, and the 5th one knitted together with the first one of the next triangle. You continue unless you have used up the stitches of the next triangle. Again, 5 from left to right. The 5th one knitted together with the first stitch of the next triangle. And knit from right to left 5 stitches. And once again from left to right. And knit together the last stitch with the first stitch of the next triangle. So first triangle finished, first regular triangle finished. I show it to you again. So pick up 5 stitches out of the slant, put them on the left needle and divide them equally up to the corner between the 2 triangles. And after picking up the stitches, just knit those 5 stitches regularly. And then start with knitting together with the next triangle. Knit 4 stitches from left to right and knit the 5th stitch together with the first stitch of the next triangle. So I think you got the idea. Actually, it's the same technique like knitting in rounds, with the specialty that you work those equalizing corners on the sides. In the second video, I will show you how to knit the next set of triangles.